right, so today we're doing something that makes me very nervous but also very excited. We're gonna be taking the 458 on its first baby test drive. Not really on the street, it's not fully registered yet and all that stuff, but we're gonna take it down the street, see how it feels, listen to it. There's no alignment and stuff like that. So like I said, this is like our first like beta test drive. Just topped off power steering, double checked our fluid. We look good so far, so we should be okay. I'm just hoping everything goes as well as I think it will.
What more can a car do except explode? It's not gonna explode, okay? Don't even give me that. Don't even be like, oh, it might explode, because it won't.
I mean, it might.
No, what would explode? It was perfectly fine. We were driving. You're good. Drive the car. Give me that. Give me that and drive the car.
So we don't have any warnings on the dash, which is good, right?
What do you mean?
There's no warnings. We'll just have an airbag warning, a TPMS sensor. That's it.
Oh shit, bro!
Yeah. So we're actually.
Power steering is full. Coolant is full. That pedal doesn't really do anything for the first 3
The Ferrari
centimeters.
pedal. That's like a Ferrari thing. Like the pedals don't really work. Or no, I take that back.
The first 3 centimeters.
There's a little bit of a dead pedal. Power steering malfunction. We're getting that warning now. Probably need to add more. Take it easy. Take it easy. The alignment's gonna feel really bunk.
It seems pretty good.
We're in 3rd gear, just cruising. So our transmission seems to be working just fine. That was kind of a low-key fear of mine.
Why would the transmission be?
I don't know. We just didn't know. We didn't know anything.
Come on, man. It's good. It runs. It gets up to temp. Should be all right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna wail on it. I mean, that's for sure.
Feels good. It doesn't. It doesn't pull.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
it doesn't pull.
Yeah, look, like
it's going.
The alignment's a little funky.
It's all right. It's going straight.
It works.
It's a car. You look at that. You're driving a Ferrari, Teague.
Wow. Can you believe that, bro?
Yeah, man, it's good.
I'm like kind of blown away. I didn't think, dude, it's a car.
Give it a little rip. Give it a little rip. She's fine. I don't think anything's gonna fly off.
Dude, I don't know if you felt the back end kind of go out a little bit.
Yeah, dude. It's so good. It's a Ferrari. Look. Nice rice, Teach.
When we did that, we got so much white smoke out the back when I kind of got on it.
Apologize, but I did not realize that my mic was off as I was filming this. So as I'm editing this, I'm just gonna dub some audio over top of this. I pretty much said we kept the test drive extremely short because this was the first test drive we have had, and I did not want to risk anything going wrong without us noticing. So this was like a literal like 3-minute test drive up and down the street and back on the rack to double check everything. I really want to be sure that I'm like very cautious because I don't want to damage or anything, and I don't want to risk anything going wrong. That's pretty much what I said, and now we were gonna start disassembling to double check all of our lines, make sure we did not have any leaks.
All right, so now that we've had a successful test drive in the car and we know it's good, we know we can actually start doing the final assembly. And I know you're probably like, but isn't the car already assembled? Yes, but things aren't exactly how they should be, and we wanted to go back a second time and do a little bit more thorough of a job, making sure all the panels are lined up perfectly and put back all the little miscellaneous pieces. Although we still will be missing some stuff while we wait for that to come in, but we finished putting this front bumper back together. I know you can't really see it, but there's like grills in here, and we put like the washer system, the headlight washer back in there, and put the sensors all back in there, and I actually like wired up the harness for it. Unfortunately, I ran into some bad news, which is why the camera's kind of been off the last couple hours as we've been doing this, is I think I found a potential leak here off the power steering cooler. This whole line was soaked in power steering, and it wasn't normally when you have a power steering leak, it's by the banjo, and it's not the power steering line that we actually fixed for the rack, it's off the cooler. This whole line was soaked. When I went and I checked this collar, it was a little bit loose, so I was able to tighten it quite a bit. So Calvin's gonna turn the car on and cycle the steering wheel back a couple times and see if we can get this thing to leak. Hopefully that it doesn't and it was just this, but if not, we're gonna have to replace this whole entire hose. All right, Calv, go for it. All right, you can cycle it. So as he goes back and forth here with the wheels, I'm mainly checking this fitting here is to see if I get any sort of leaking. Fingers crossed that we don't have anything leaking at all. I'm not seeing anything, and I don't know how soon it happened. But I mean, if it was a bad leak, I would assume that you would see it fairly quickly. which I'm not. I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, I guess just do it a couple times and.
I've been doing it like.
Yeah, I mean,
my 8th time doing it.
You would think that I might see it immediate, or I don't know if it was a slight leak, or.
I'm still doing it.
Also, stomp the brake a couple times. I want to see if that one brake line up there is leaking at all, and then you can kill it in like 30 seconds. So I know it looks like we've taken like 10 steps back because everything's off the car right now, but we've gotten so good at tearing this front end apart and putting it back together that like it only takes us like 30 minutes or so. I mean, initially, no, I'm not seeing any. Oh, you know what? Here it is. Yep, there's a leak in the line. Found it. There's a small tear in it. That's such an odd spot, bro.
Towards the end?
No, towards the middle. Well, there you have it. There's also a brake line that I found in here that's kinked and needs to get replaced. So I literally just noticed that and I hit up Ryan from Exotic Auto Recycling and I was like, dude, do you have these on the shelf? And I don't know what the chances are, but he had them on the shelves. And right now it's now 5:30, but I called him at 4:30 right as he was leaving. He had those parts on the shelf and he overnighted them to me. Like literally last minute. We're gonna get those parts tomorrow. If he didn't have had those would have been like a multiple day wait from Ferrari. So I can't even begin to explain the amount of like clutch that he just pulled through. Huge shout out to them. They're overnighting me these parts so we can replace them by tomorrow and completely button up the front here because I'm gonna stop now because I don't want to button all this up to tear it all off again. So when we get that stuff, we're gonna continue. Super stoked that we drove it today and everything worked all right. Like that was amazing that we didn't have really too many issues other than the power steering. That's great news and it's giving us a bright future of what we have to hold with this car. Hopefully no hidden surprises. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. Anyways, I apologize for the shorter video today, but that's all I got time for. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out and keep moving forward.
And I'm feeling